Hey everybody, so is it train season or what? I've got a ton of new arrivals here and we're going to unbox them and check them all out right now on Eric's Trains. Alright, so I've got a total of 10 boxes here. We'll start with some of the smaller ones and work our way up to the larger ones. So for today's unboxings, from my knife collection, we'll be using this knife. This is a Gerber 06 Fast Action Tonto knife. Spring-assisted opening. Very nice. Actually got this at Walmart when I was up in York, Pennsylvania for the York Train Show. Anyway, so the first thing we'll unbox is a Lionel Canadian Pacific Cupola Cam caboose, number 2226150. I think this was from the 2022 Volume 1 catalog. I could be wrong. I'll have to check that. And this showed up at Legacy Station a couple weeks ago. And I got Canadian Pacific because I didn't really have a Canadian Pacific caboose. And I like running Canadian Pacific stuff from time to time, so I wanted to have a matching caboose. Canadian Pacific Cupola Cam caboose, Wi-Fi camera on board, stream live or record via free app, lighted detail interior. And if you've never used the Cupola Cam and the Wi-Fi video system, it's okay. It's not exactly super high quality HD video, so it's more for entertainment purposes than actual high quality good video, but it's not bad. And there it is. Straighten out the little chimney there. Looks nice. Made in Vietnam. Lionel is making a lot of their rolling stock in Vietnam these days. Or I should say the factories that they use are making a lot of the stuff in Vietnam. Die-cast metal trucks and couplers. Like it said, lighted interior. There's a little guy up in the cupola. And there's the camera. Not sure if you can see it, but it's right in there. And Lionel has an app that you can download to utilize the camera that's inside the caboose. Very nice. Next up, we've got something from Atlas. I think this is HO. We'll find out. I'm slowly trying to get into HO. One of these days I'm going to set up a test HO layout. I've got a loop of HO track in my garage workshop, but I need to do something more substantial than that. Oh cool, it's a boxcar, a Ralston Purina boxcar. Masterline rolling stock. I'm actually getting to the point where I've got a decent little fleet of HO stuff, so yeah, I need to do something with it at some point. But yeah, look at that. Very nice. I've seen these in O scale, but now I have one in HO. Very nice. And then we've got a couple of O-scale freight cars from Atlas. I've got two of these Norfolk Southern gondolas. And this is their Trainman line, which is their more reasonably priced train line as compared to the Master Series. Let's see what it says on the box cap. Item number 2002121-2, Trainman ACF 52-foot 6-inch gondola, Norfolk Southern, road number 191368, 3-rail. And the other one is exactly the same, but with a different road number, 191095. Oh yeah. That's cool. I don't think I have any Norfolk Southern gondolas in my fleet, so this is a first. Got some simulated wood grain down there. Very cool. And there's the other road number. Next up is something else from Atlas, and I believe this is a set that I ordered. But it's not your typical set. Ooh. Yeah. This is the glow-in-the-dark passenger train set. Atlas Train Kids. So I reviewed one of these a few years ago that was just standard plastic, and now they've got one that is glow-in-the-dark. Battery operated, lights and sounds, HO gauge compatible, and magnetic coupling. And it comes with the track and the train and everything. There it is. You get a remote, you get the track, and you get the train. Kind of sort of looks like the Acela. Sort of. Yeah, very cool. And I like reviewing these things around the holidays because, you know, a lot of parents are looking for a train to get for a young kid, and something like this oftentimes is a great choice. So, yeah, very cool. Now, I'm not going to open this up here. Like I said, I will be doing a full review on this in the near future, so just keep an eye out for that. Here's another box from Atlas, and I think this contains some rolling stock. O-scale rolling stock. Let's find out. Yep. So we got one Trainman item and one Premier item, i.e. XMTH. So this is a 52-foot 6-inch flat car with load. And then, what do we have here? Oh, this is the dump car, I think. Yeah, the Atlas O Premier operating dump car, Seaboard Coastline. This is going to be cool. Alright, so let's check out the flat car with load first. Looks like I chose Conrail. Oh yeah, this is nice. There we go. So there's the flat car itself. Nice detail. Die-cast metal trucks and couplers. Nice underframe detailing. I really like the way that deck looks. Looks incredible. And I like how the brake wheel is kind of hidden down in there so it's flush to the deck. That's cool. Get these little pads off. Yeah. Alright, and then let's check out the load. Got rubber bands on there. I don't know if the rubber bands are supposed to stay on there or not, but we'll find out. Okay, so they've got these straps that you use to strap all the pipes together rather than these rubber bands. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get this together. Got these nice plastic pipes. And then we've got these little things that go in between. Okay, that took about 10 minutes, but I think it was worth it. It looks fantastic. Some assembly required. Yeah, that looks great. What a surprise. You know, when I ordered these, I had no idea it would require this much assembly and end up looking this fantastic, but yeah, very pleasant surprise. I love this car. This is great. Alright, so that was an adventure. Now let's check out the operating dump car. And again, this is XMTH. You can tell because it's the Premier rolling stock line. The Premier line is MTH's old stuff, so. Or rather, the tooling that Atlas bought from MTH. MTH is still in business. They just sold off some of their tooling to Lionel and Atlas to get some money to stay in business. Got another load of pipes. So here it is. It's got an activator down here. It's got some shoes, and when you activate it, it dumps the car. Of course, you have to have an activation track on your layout. But yeah, pretty cool. It's kind of a more refined, elegant version of the original Lionel dump cars. But same principle. Let's check out the pipes that come with it. There we go. So you have it on your layout and you roll it over the activation track, and when you activate it, it dumps the pipes. Really nice old school fun there. And again, I got the Seaboard Coastline version, but they did do some other road names as well. It's got a lot of metal on it, the die-cast metal trucks and couplers and the motor and so forth, so it has a very reassuring weight to it. I like it. Up next is something I got on eBay, and this just showed up today. The day I'm filming this, which, by the way, today is October 27th. And this I'm pretty excited about because it's a rare item. It's not valuable, at least not yet, but it's rare. So as many of you know, I collect Transformers. I eventually want to do a documentary series about the history of Lionel Transformers as well as some other brands as well. And at this point, I pretty much have every Transformer that Lionel ever made, with a few exceptions like what's in this box. And for those of you who don't know, when I say Transformer, I don't mean robots in disguise. I mean a Transformer that is used to power trains. It's called a Transformer because it transforms 120 volts AC to about 10 to 15, 18 volts AC, somewhere in there, depending on the transformer. And a lot of them are variable speed transformers, so you can vary the voltage from 0 up to about 18 volts. Just depends. Anyway, so what we have here, this is a post-war transformer from Lionel. This is a type RWM transformer, and these are exceptionally rare. I had one saved in my eBay searches for about 5 years, and I finally got a hit last week and was able to get this. I think I paid right at $80 for it, so although it's exceptionally rare, it's not valuable because other than me, I really don't know anybody else who collects Transformers. So it's one of those happy things where it's rare, but it's not expensive. So I think this is the throttle control here. So here's the throttle knob, and these things are usually packed separately so that they don't break off during shipping. And there it goes. Now this is very similar to the Lionel Type RW transformer that was sold here in the US. The RWM, however, was made for the Canadian market, I believe, and you can tell that because it's got 125 volts at 50 cycles rather than the 60 cycles that we use here in the US. And so because it was sold in Canada, you know, they didn't sell many of them, and they are extremely hard to find as a result. Probably one of the hardest to find post-war transformers that Lionel made, and I finally have one, and as you can see, it's really in great shape. I mean, it looks almost brand new. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little L on the power cord for Lionel. I don't think this is the original power cord. It's in way too good a shape, so they probably replaced the original power cord, which is good. But yeah, this looks fantastic. I'm really happy to finally have one of these in my collection. And like I said, with that, I've pretty much got every transformer that Lionel has ever made, certainly in the pre-war and post-war periods, and I've got most of the modern era transformers as well. There's a couple of variations I still want to get here and there to round out the collection, but yeah, this was a big piece of the puzzle that I finally have. And like I said, it took 5 years of waiting on eBay for one to finally pop up, and I got it. And like I said, $80. It's exceptionally rare, incredibly rare, but not super expensive because I'm the only person who's crazy enough to collect Transformers. And that makes them affordable to collect even when they're exceptionally rare like this one. So you'll see this again in a future video when I do that documentary about the history of Lionel Transformers. But yeah, super stoked about this one. Here's another box from Atlas. This is the last Atlas box of the day. The last two boxes are from Lionel. And I think this is a piece of O-scale rolling stock. It's a lot of packing peanuts. Oh, it's another gondola. This is a C&O chassis system gondola. Very cool. I forgot that I ordered one of the chassis system ones as well. There it is. Just like the Norfolk Southern version, but C&O chassis system. And of course, you guys know why I ordered this one. Chassis the Cat. Second to last box, this one is from Lionel, and this is really cool. This is the Canadian Pacific Vision Line horse car number 4560, model number 2227530. And I will probably do a separate video just on this car because I'm sure it's really cool sound effect wise. But let's check it out. Nope, it's the black Vision Line box. That's always nice to see. Oh wow. Look at that. Canadian Pacific Vision Line horse car number 4560. Activate sounds in motion or when stopped. Legacy control 054 minimum curve. And this is made out of one of Lionel's 21-inch passenger cars. Wow, look at that. That looks great. The Pony Express. And I'm sure this has some really cool horse sounds on board. So maybe we'll check it out for a minute in this video, but I'll probably do a separate video on this car, like I said. Super cool. Really glad these finally showed up. Okay, last unboxing of the day, and I saved the best for last. This is the Lionel Aberdeen Carolina and Western passenger car 2-pack. And this is one of two 2-packs that I ordered to go along with the Aberdeen Carolina and Western F9 AB set that's coming out. They haven't shipped the locomotives yet, but they've started to ship the passenger cars, and this is the first 2-pack. And you know, I'm unboxing this in October, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I think you'll agree when I open this that it's kind of appropriate. Now, it's not exactly Breast Cancer Awareness pink, but it's pretty darn close. As close as you're going to get in O-scale for the most part. Although I do have a Breast Cancer Awareness box car that Atlas made a while back. Check that out. This is so cool. And it's going to be even cooler when the locomotives arrive. Because the locomotives are just as uniquely colored as the cars. Check that out. Looks really neat with the light reflecting off of it. Aberdeen, Carolina, and Western, the Menzies Vista. This has sound on it. I think this is like a generator car or something, if I'm recalling correctly. It's like an old baggage car that was turned into a generator car, I think. If I'm wrong, somebody will correct me in the comments section for sure. Yeah, this just looks awesome. I can't wait for the rest of the cars to arrive and the locomotives. There's another 2-pack on the way, and then of course the locomotives, they will probably get here, if I had to guess, probably by the end of the year, or maybe in January or something. So, very cool. Alright, so that's all the new stuff that has arrived lately. I'm going to end the video by running some of the new rolling stock on the way out for a moment. So enjoy the run. If you'd like to support this channel, I would greatly appreciate it. That can be done through Patreon at patreon.com/ericstrains. Patreon supporters get access to all sorts of perks and benefits, and you can read about those benefits on my Patreon page. I'd like to put a big thank you out there to all of my current Patreon supporters. Your support means the world, not only to me, but to the future of this channel. And an extra big thank you goes out to my premium tier Patreon supporters. You'll see their names at the end of this video. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. I'm Eric Siegel. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the ride, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, let's get these horses loaded up. Throw a couple extra hay bales in there. Next stop is for feeding and watering. We gotta walk them a bit too.